We're
Chugging
live.
that Dr. Pepper.
Chugging the DP, dude. DP and are you a DP fan?
I actually legitimately hate DP.
Really?
I hate it. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I have
I
friends
don't-
that are big fans. I don't know.
I'm not the biggest like Dr. Pepper fan, but Diet Dr. Pepper? Now we're talking.
I'm a Diet Coker, man. I'm you know what? I have no allegiance. I think I like Diet Coke more than I like Diet Pepsi, but they're interchangeable for me because I'm it's the same thing with energy drinks when I was drinking them. It's a price thing. So it's like
Yeah.
you could get like buy 2 12-packs, get 2 free, like in the suburbs here. So it's like whatever one's got the sale, that's what I'm going with.
So you could get tricked on the Pepsi challenge.
What's the Pepsi challenge?
What?
Yeah.
What? Is
I'm
the
a boomer,
greatest
bro. I
it's
don't
the
know
greatest dude, no, this happened when we were young. This is like huge. It's the greatest thing that Pepsi ever did. Pepsi was failing, dude. Pepsi was failing bad. Coca-Cola was God. And then Pepsi came out with the Pepsi Challenge, where they would set up in a store in like a public area, like a very public sit, and then just go, all right, this cup and this cup. One has Pepsi, one has Coke. Tell us which one tastes better. It's blind taste test. They don't know which is which.
Oh, I'd rock the fuck out of that shit, bro.
Okay, well, over and over and over, you'd be surprised how many people couldn't tell. And over and over, they all started picking Pepsi. And that just became their commercials. It fucking hurt Coke so bad. Here's how bad it hurt Coke. They came out with New Coke. Do you remember New Coke?
No.
Okay, New Coke was so bad because Coke just used to be called Coke. They came out with New Coke and nobody liked it. It tastes like shit. That's when Coca-Cola Classic came out because they had to go back to the old fucking recipe.
Do you know why black people like Pepsi more than Coke?
Sugar, maybe?
No, it's like apparently back in the day. I don't know if this is like 50s or 60s.
Hold on. First off, I've never heard this. I did not know this.
You never heard this?
No.
Yeah, apparently black people tend to gravitate towards Pepsi.
Really?
And the whole thing that's like stems behind it, it's not that like Pepsi's cheaper or whatever, right? It's not like it's for poor people or anything. It's that back in the day, Pepsi was the first, I guess, major, I don't know if it was like major cola company to use black people in their ads.
No
So
shit.
they started selling the shit out of Pepsi, and a lot of black people were buying it because they were like, oh, fuck this. It's not all whites,
Instead of having Coke and a smile, it's like a Pepsi and a Newport. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. But yeah, apparently that's wise because they started having they were some of the first to have black people in their ads. I don't know if it was the 50s or 60s, but yeah. So they
No shit.
Yeah. Now you know the whole thing with, and this is gonna segue. You know the whole thing where Coca-Cola had fucking cocaine in it back in the day, right?
Correct.
Let's talk about the fucking book I'm reading.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Don't just go. Yeah, take a sip there. Let's sit in this for a second. We could sit in this for the whole show because I don't even know what this thing's about. I want to know everything. How far in before you even say the name of it, how far in are you?
I'm probably halfway through. It's like 6 hours. I'm probably 3 hours in.
Okay. So it took us 8 minutes to get to this topic. This is classic Raging Pillage right here.
Dude.
All right. So give us a nice little, just ease it in, like a carrot going into a butthole. Small side first, just slowly.
I'm entrenched because I didn't realize just how crazy it was. But all right. So to start this way, the book starts off it's called Blitzed, by the way. It was on the Joe Rogan podcast. The guy that wrote it, German guy.
Let's pull up the cover just for. Because it was a full cover or a full title. Here we go. Yeah. Whoa, that's giving me fucking. Nope, that's the.
Yeah, I mean, you having a stroke over there?
Yeah, you're about to as well because goddamn, dude, like this title is kind of fucked off, dude. The way that it's drawn.
Is it what's blitzed methamphetamines in the Third Reich? Is that?
Yeah, I just I'm sorry. This legit, not even joking, fucked with my brain.
Oh yeah.
So,
It actually does kind of hurt the eyes.
can you see that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
So it starts out talking about drugs back then, right? And kind of the lead up into it. And I didn't, they were talking about like, dude, these companies. So like, Merck, Bayer. They mentioned a couple German companies. Like they were basically drug dealers. Like not like pills, like heroin, coke. Like all this shit was legal. Like they would give this to fucking people.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the reason that cocaine is a class 2 drug in the U.S. and weed is it's class A, and fucking coke has medicinal purposes, so it's not as bad as weed.
Yeah, it's absurd. Well,
Yeah.
what threw me for a loop is the company Bayer that makes aspirin. They invented aspirin,
Mhm.
right? Well, then and obviously sales for that were going crazy. Then from aspirin, they are the ones that created heroin. Bayer.
No
So
shit.
next time you go buy Bayer aspirin, they are the reason heroin exists. Which I'm sure somebody would have fucking created it eventually, but they
Well,
would give
yeah.
heroin for like headaches. They would give it to fucking little kids. They would prescribe it to babies.
Really?
They were giving heroin to fucking babies, bro.
The heron. You know why they call it heron? Because once you try it once, you want it from here on.
Good old Texas saying down here.
That's wild. When does
It blew
meth
my
come into
mind.
play? Because I've always heard that the old H boy, the H man, was on not so much H, but meth.
Yeah, so the whole country, all of Germany,
Dude, it must have ruled to be white in the 30s and 40s. Dude, Jesus Christ.
So this German company, starts with a T. A lot of it's fucking German words.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
this book was written in German, so it's translated. And I forget what the fuck the name of the drug company was. Hold on, that's gonna drive me nuts.
I believe you.
Because it's not even meth technically. That it's not like, hey, everyone, let's take meth. It was actually a drug, and I know the name of the drug, but I forget the name of the company. Temler was the name. Temler Work was the name of the company. They discovered meth, and they peddled it as a drug called Pervitin.
Nice. That's what I need.
And
Pervitin.
they were just basically tablets that you could take. They were prescribed for fucking everything. So it got to a point where everybody in Germany was just high on meth. Housewives, moms, dads, like everyone was high on meth. And it got so bad that they had to like outlaw like drugs basically in the Third Reich. So this guy came around and was like,
think about how hot and skinny everybody was, dude.
Oh yeah, there was no fatties.
Bring on a famine, dude. We ain't eating anyways, bitch. Fucking, as long as we got our fucking Pervidol.
So the whole country is fucking high on meth with these pills, and then they start to pull it back because they're like, oh well, there's some obvious bad side effects and it's affecting the people. So they start pulling it back, but the doctors decide, hey, this could be a good drug for our soldiers.
Yes.
So they were still prescribing Pervitin to people, but it had to be prescribed. You could, like, this drug, you could just buy in a store. It was like buying Advil.
Man.
So then it came to a point where they were prescribing it, but then it was very loosely prescribed, right? So it's like now if you want a fucking weed card and they're like, oh, you get headaches? Okay,
Yeah.
Or oh, you get anxiety, even though you actually don't. There you go.
Something
right?
that you can't truly fucking tell if they're lying or not. Yeah.
Exactly. So, but then what happened was they started to literally, they ordered, I think it was like 30 million pills, and they were putting in all of the soldiers' fucking like ration bags and shit. And it started when they were trying to get around, I think it was Great Britain or something like that. And they were like, we need to drive. They basically went on a suicide mission to go around in this like crazy trench with like hundreds of tanks and all this other crazy shit.
During the winter? Is it during the winter?
I don't remember if they said it was during the winter.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
it was before Dunkirk. It was before Dunkirk.
Okay.
And basically, this guy was like, "I'm going to take this idea I'm going to tell Hitler my idea." But this guy is a fucking. He's addicted to, what's the shit they give you when you're like in the hospital and you're fucking dying?
Morphine.
Morphine. This guy's addicted to morphine.
Dude,
So
have you ever had like hardcore drip morphine? Not the bullshit they give you with the drip button. Have you ever like hardline morphine?
No, you can like feel it right in your veins.
Dude, it's like a warm hug. That's all I can describe it as. That's literally all I can describe it as. Is just warmth from the spot that it's injected. It just travels across you slowly, and it just feels so nice, dude. It's so nice, dude. If when I was 18, whenever I had that happen, whenever I fucking complained so much that they gave me a hard line, if I could get that in the streets at 18, I would not be here today, sir. That's how much I was like. After that, they knew I had a problem because I was like, "Yeah, the IV's not working. Can you do what you did earlier? Just fucking give it to me, doc."
Morphine was like the first legit like Main Street drug, right? That was like with you had any issues, they were just giving you fucking morphine back in the day. That was it. You were getting morphine. And that's when all of these, it kind of branched out, and that's kind of what started a lot of this other stuff. They're like, all right, we need to find other things we can make money on, basically. But they did this suicide mission. Hitler was like, so Hitler's weird. So like he like, I guess he was like what we would call hypochondriac. Like he always thought something was wrong with him.
Nice.
And then he ends up recruiting this doctor, to just constantly give him shots of shit. So like where I'm at in the book now, he's not taking meth or he's not taking cocaine. He's not all coked up or anything. He's just, they're feeding him, his doctor is at a point where he's feeding him these syringes with like up to 80 different hormones and shit. So he's getting vitamins and hormones because he's been doing this for a long time. Like he would be on a trip on a train and he would make them stop the train so that he would, and it's like, he's not like he's popping a vitamin C. He's getting it intravenously and intramuscular. So like he's getting like all these shots and your body builds up fucking, resilience to all this shit. So I'm not at a point where he's doing all the drugs, but
why does he make the train stop?
Because I mean, trains back then you could feel move very. It's not like they are now. I'm sure trains back in the day are doing this. And he's getting fucking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's getting a shot. But anyway, so like that's where the Pervitin started, was when they were doing this suicide mission. Hitler was he knew nothing about war, by the way, like literally nothing. All of his lieutenants and sergeants, they're the ones who knew about war, and it was basically he had an inferiority complex. So he didn't like that they knew all this shit. So what ended up happening was he was just taking ideas from guys that had no idea that like the crazies, because he wanted to be the one to be like, see, I green lighted this idea and fuck all you type of thing, right? Kind of worked. Well, this is where Blitzkrieg came from. Well, he green lighted this thing. The guys made it through the channel, and they basically get around to the opposite side of Great Britain, and they catch them totally off guard and just decimate them, basically. But in order to do that, they had to keep going. They couldn't sleep. So all these guys are fucking methed up on Pervitin, like tabs after tabs after tabs. And like that's what starts it, like really in overdrive, to make sure that every fucking soldier, like, could you imagine, like, we have crazy soldiers, right? Could you imagine like a psychopath soldier that's fucking methed up, like out of his mind?
I don't think the Germans were the only ones doing that. Think about what you would have think about the mindset you'd have to be in to be a kamikaze pilot.
True.
I think they were all on drugs. I mean, dude, all of Vietnam, they talk about the drug use, Yeah,
I mean, but these guys are like, I don't know, bro. It's like eat your face off type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, do you know where the term berserker comes from?
No.
You know, like going berserk?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's from berserker, and berserker were the Vikings who were in the front line. and they would give them all the mushrooms, all the booze, all the shit, get them so crazy fucked up to where and they would just start chanting and shit and get fucking all crazy in the brain. And that was the front line. They were just going at you like fucking animals. Those were the berserkers, dude. Yeah. So in war, you want the crazies in the front line. Yeah, doing the crazy shit.
It's just wild, bro. But yeah, I'm at a point where they're talking about how things are starting to they go crazy. They take Great Britain. They're, they're basically on their way through Dunkirk. And Dunkirk, by the way, which I didn't know. I didn't watch the movie. I heard the movie's really, really good.
Movie's rules. That's all I know about Dunkirk is the movie.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I really want to see it now. But apparently Hitler wouldn't listen. Like, they were about to take it. Like, they were about to like decimate. I don't know if it was Great Britain or I forget who the party was, but they had them basically dead to rights. And Hitler, I don't know if he just was being spiteful, but no one in history knows why he told them to stop the assault and wait. And it allowed the Allies to get people out and like fortify barrier.
Well, if I remember correctly, at least the way the movie tells the story, the Allies didn't do shit as far as getting the people out. It was a bunch of farmers and shit that happened to have, or fishermen and shit that happened to have boats nearby. They went against the military's orders, like, no, we're getting those fucking people out of there, and they all just drove their boats over there and started pulling people back.
Well, they didn't get everybody. They left the French. The French people were there.
Yeah, but it was their whoever. What is Dunkirk? Hold on. Germany advanced on France. Allied troops. British and French forces.
British, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it was the Brits that were pulled back. But man, why do I feel like it was fucking Harry Styles was in that, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I think it was the British that got out, but they left the French because they didn't have enough room on the boats. Is what? Yeah,
there's a pretty fucked up spot where they're all standing on the docks, and those jets just start come a bombing, bruh, because it's quiet, and you just hear.
Yeah, see, I'm definitely. I might make Tasha watch it with me this weekend.
Dude, it's a good watch. I remember it being kind of long, but it's worth a watch.
Yeah. So, but yeah, then they go into where I'm at now, and it's like he's just so paranoid, and they're talking about all the mistakes he's making. Like, he appointed some guy prime minister that had no fucking idea what he was doing, and he was also addicted to fucking. God, why can't I fucking think of that shit? Morphine.
Pervital. Oh.
Morphine. So he's addicted to fucking, like, so bad to a point where he ends up at some point fucking killing himself. Like, he shoots himself in the head, but they made it an accident. They said it's an accident. But he was making all these crazy decisions. So, like, Hitler, like, self-sabotaged a lot of stuff. Like, as I'm going through this, I'm thinking to myself, like, how much more fucked up would the world be if he was, like, not as crazy? Like, obviously he was a fucking psychopath with all the shit he did to the Jewish people. And this book doesn't even talk about that stuff at all. Like, it talks a little bit here and there about, gassing Jews and stuff like that. But, like, literally, dude, this book is, like, start to finish. It's like, it's all about the Third Reich and fucking drugs. Like, it's pretty wild because a lot of time when you think about Hitler, the first thing people talk about is the gassing of the Jews. But
yeah,
there was so much I don't want to say just his crazy shit, right? Because that was.
Do you want to hear a wild theory I just read? I have no idea if it's true, but it's a theory.
What's that?
It showed a big giant pile of shoes. That was supposed to be like Holocaust shoes, like leftover.
Yeah.
Right. And they're like, they were able to hide 6 million bodies, but they left all these shoes behind for us to find. So,
yeah.
Don't know what to say to that.
I mean, it's crazy that they have some of the records still. Like, they have, like, this guy in the book. He's like a lot of the doctors like made actual notes, and like they have a lot of this stuff talking about like his issues. Like, he had like stomach issues, and I don't know. He got to a point where he was like living in a bunker. and he didn't want to be outside. He wasn't making those crazy speeches anymore. But like, I didn't like, more to the point, I didn't realize just how fucking crazy high all of the entire fucking Nazi army was. Like, the SS was just hopped up on meth, all of them.
Super stoked. SS, dude. They're super stoked to be fucked up, dude. Like,
I mean, learning that to me now, and like all the history stuff that like when you learn in high school, they don't teach you this shit, right? So like now I'm thinking like that makes so much more sense. Why they were fucking psychopaths, and like, you know, he's talking about meth and how it interacts with people because you have no remorse. You have your inhibitions are gone. You're just fucking balls to the wall. So if you're like, I'm going out and I'm gonna fucking kill 10 people, that's what you're gonna go do. You know, I mean,
but I mean, he was a talker, right? Like, he was obviously good at talking his way into shit, right?
Who, Hitler?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, so like as he starts to get more and more paranoid, he starts to withdraw a lot. So like he doesn't trust anyone around him. He has an inferiority complex. I mean, like he's got like the like he doesn't like that anyone else has better ideas than him. He wants to be in full 100% control of everything. He doesn't want the generals and all this other stuff making decisions for him.
That's what I was thinking.
Spiteful.
I read a story or heard a story on a podcast, maybe. Apparently, it was like Russia. Whoever was running Russia, is it Mussolini?
Yeah, Mussolini.
Apparently, he was wanting to pull out of World War II. Like, just he was done with it, and Hitler got all doped up and just went in there and yelled at Mussolini for about 4 hours, and he came back and they were back in. Like, they were just like,
I heard that too. Yeah,
that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, like they were talking about that stuff with Mussolini. How I didn't realize like he was going after everything. Like where I'm at in the book, they're getting ready to attack Russia. They were trying to make plans to hit Moscow, and they were just getting fucking wrecked because like the way they, you know, with Blitzkrieg, they're just fucking rolling in and doing all the things that are totally unconventional, right? Well, it's hard to do that in Russia because there's so much fucking space. It's cold as fuck. And like they have positional advantage.
Yeah.
You know, not like anywhere else. It's a different beast. But dude, I listen to it every day I get in my car, I go right to listen to it.
I need to peep it out. I had that lock thing on my Spotify. Let me see if I can pull it up on my Spotify on my computer. If so, I'll just make that happen. Blitzed. How long you said you've been on it?
Like 3 hours, probably.
See, it makes you want to. I think
it's 6.
It tells me to buy it on here. I've never had them tell me to buy it. That's gay.
Yeah, I think it was free on Audible, which I was surprised.
I will
I have like
sign
11
up.
credits.
Yeah,
I have like 11 credits.
Well, that's what I. Whenever Spotify promised me the world with its audiobooks, I fucking sorry for the dog barking. Family just got home.
I can barely hear you.
Whenever Spotify promised me the world with audiobooks, like, we have audiobooks now. I'm like, all right. I used I probably had about the same amount as you, like 10 or 11 credits. I used them all up and then canceled my Audible. I have a shitload of books about the Civil War in there.
There's,
I was like, man, I wouldn't mind learning about the Civil War.
Here's another one for you to look up. So we have a motivational speaker. Look it up here. And he's a jacked fucking dude. He was in the NFL. He's a head of a pit crew for NASCAR. And he was telling me, I was telling him about this book. He's like, oh, that sounds good. He was telling me about another book because I was talking to him about whiskey because he's going to be with us in Tennessee. And oh shit, where's the?
Wait, your company employs a motivational speaker?
Yeah, for these meetings, we're trying to recruit insurance agents. So this guy, he took control of a NASCAR pit crew for the worst NASCAR team, and they ended up becoming one of the best NASCAR teams.
Okay.
So his talk is like how you like even though it's NASCAR, leadership kind of transcends that, and he talks a lot about how that can, you know, play into insurance and other things that you do in life.
Why don't we just become motivational speakers? I
could
could
probably sit
motivate
up and talk to people for 30 minutes
easily
about nothing.
about anything. It'd be like a fucking improv show. Give me a topic.
This book is called Pappy Land. It's a story of family, fine bourbon, and the things that last. And they talk about, obviously, was it Pappy Van Winkle and shit? Like the whole history behind the Kentucky bourbon whiskey and some other shit.
You won't let me have that one either. How
like
is
you
it?
got
Okay,
fucked,
no, it sounds like my plan got fucked. Oh, we're gonna get to the bottom of this right now. Premium family plan is what I have.
Yep.
I even have room for one more person. My card is in there. I'm up to date. Like audiobook listening. It says I can. I don't know why. Spotify's fucking me over so bad. Like, there's no bigger plan than the one that I have.
So it's probably something that you have to like. I think I had to buy that one on Audible, but I mean I have the credits, so like I had enough to. I just have credits all the time, so anytime someone recommends a book, I'm like, all right, cool, got it, done.
Dude, this is the first time that I've gone on to there and I've listened to the Dave Grohl. Oh, god damn it, we didn't talk about Dave Grohl and his new baby.
Isn't that guy like 50?
Yeah, calm lives forever, dude. Calm lives. It's like the novel coronavirus. It'll live on surfaces, dude.
Did he delete all his tweets too, like all the other?
No,
people
dude came out like
Diddy?
A gangster. He's like, "Hey, I wanted to say this before anybody else. I have a newborn baby." Fuck it. He just dropped the news himself. He's like, "Please be cool. I'm trying to work this out with my family right now."
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Fucking wild. He's a rock star. You're supposed to.
Yeah, I mean...
He's arguably top 5 biggest rock stars in the world. You know?
I mean, he could definitely rip a fucking guitar. That's for damn sure.
And he wasn't too bad in that other band he was in, too. You know? Whatever the fuck that one was called. The Ceiling Painters? Something like that? I don't know.
I mean, look, man. You saw all the shit with the Twitter stuff, right? How Usher deleted all of his tweets since like 2013.
Really? Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
man,
so I wanted to start the show with this. I've taken
what? Oh yeah, Megan Fox deleted all her tweets.
I've taken a few days. Like, notice how I haven't like sent anything in the chats or anything of like current events. I've kind of kept out. The most current event I know is football on Sunday. I took a few days off. Feels kind of nice. And then I thought about today. I was like, I have no idea what's going on. Whatever, it's showtime. Yeah. So fill me in here, dude. So Megan Fox deleted her tweets. What did she say? What did she have, like going to a Diddy party or something like that?
Well, no, I think all these people are connected to Diddy somehow. There's a lot of shit about Bieber, and we all knew something was off with that shit, dude.
Well, yeah,
they're saying like some crazy shit happened with Bieber at a Diddy party. So then Diddy got Usher to basically groom him, and obviously Usher became his de facto parent.
Is it reading backwards on your end?
A 2 for today for Jay-Z. He met with criminal defense attorney. Jesus
Wait for it.
Christ.
And a divorce attorney.
Wow.
So I did see that the other day.
I mean, and they're saying the whole thing with J-Lo, Affleck getting divorced again.
Had some tapes or something involved, yeah.
It's obviously all conspiracy theories at this point, right? But they're saying, they think, he saw some... Because she was dating him, bro. So, I mean, I'm sure there's some crazy shit.
Here's the deal, though. If Jay-Z and Beyonce got divorced, that's fucked up. Because now they can force them to... what's it called?
Go against each other.
Yeah, they can't. What's the term? God, we're both retards. We can't think of the normal shit. What's it called? Testify.
Squeal.
They can't testify against each other.
Like a piggy.
Yeah, they can't testify against each other if they're married, but if they aren't,
How expensive is that divorce, bro?
I bet you they don't even know the numbers. I bet you they're just like, see, I want to know this. I want to know this feeling. This is the feeling I want. I buy lottery tickets every couple of days just because I want to know this feeling. I want to know the feeling of when
Disappointment?
money. No, I want to know the. Yeah, that's the one I get. That's not the one I want. I want to know the feeling of when money isn't real anymore. I want it. I get it. I don't have to think about what it costs. Money's not really. I don't even think about money. It's not even a thing. What number is that?
Now? I do that now, but it's called credit cards.
Yeah, that's a problem. But I mean, like,
my flight to first class, Tasha's like, "Where are you getting this?" I'm like, "I have a credit card."
Yeah, it's fake money, dude. It's all ones and zeros.
Yeah. Pay it back eventually.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I do, and it's something I actually learned from her dad. I just open a new credit card every 6 months with 0% financing, and I just move. Yeah. I just move whatever card is off of it, and she does the same thing. So, like, I feel like I'm not paying interest on like 95% of the debt that I have on credit cards.
Yeah, I did that for a while. It all caught up. Oh, Jesus. I'm so glad that's over. Anyway, but what do you think the number is? What do you think? It's like 100 million? No, because you couldn't see a yacht and just get it eventually.
It's got to be a bill, dude. I mean, between
maybe
the two of them,
$500 million. I bet $500 million. No, I'm talking about the number. What is the number where you think that money doesn't make sense? Like it's not a thing anymore. Yeah, $500 million.
Probably 100 mil, bro. I mean, just think about it, right? I mean, I think $1 million is like a ridiculous amount of money, but with housing costs being insane, right? A house here would be a decent house is $500,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's half of what you'd get from $1 million. But if you have 100 million, I mean, I just don't think I would ever think about money ever again. Even maybe 50 mil. But 100 mil for me, I think is like that number where
we wouldn't. But I'm talking about like 100 million. You couldn't say, "Grab me a yacht." Now,
True. Yeah,
right. You could rent a yacht, but you're supposed to be money's not a thing, right? I'm thinking $500 million. Interest alone on whatever you have it sitting in, you're set in the nastiest of ways. But
I would say, yeah. I mean, if you're talking like, "F you, I'm going to go buy an island," 500 mils probably.
I bought a jet on the way to the island, so I want to swap jets halfway there. Yeah, just like that type of shit.
Yeah. Like you get a bottle of booze for everybody in the entire fucking bar, you know.
Yeah, I want to toss the piece of paper to the pilot and say, "Keep it." Just shit like that, dude. I want that kind of fuck you money.
What's the first thing you do if someone's like, "All right, you had a long lost uncle that had $100 million"? What would be the first thing you would do with it?
Am I getting it, or is you just giving me that information?
You get all of it.
Okay. First thing
no, he's gonna take a shit on your lawn and be like, "Fuck you," and then leave.
I probably. How am I getting the money?
Wire transfer. You wake up the next morning, you get a 100 mil.
Calling a lawyer, calling a money manager, calling an architect. Those are the first three moves. Yeah.
All right. So what's the architect for?
Oh, we're gonna start planning a new home. We're gonna start planning a goddamn compound, sir.
All right, let me change the question.
Or a roller coaster. I don't know, dude. Maybe a roller coaster.
Let me change the question because I feel like you're on the same wavelength as me. What is the first thing you do out of revenge when you get 100 mil? Because I know you've thought about
it. It wouldn't be at this job, but I go to my old job.
Okay.
I hold some, and it's all in the same industry, so I know all it's an incestuous, oil field is all very incestuous.
Yeah.
I still run into some
insurance is the same way.
I would probably just start, you know what? First thing I buy is a really nice knife. Really nice one. Lock blade, foldable. I'm classy.
Yeah.
lock blade though, because I don't want it folding over on my fingers. And then I'm just gonna go to like certain cars in the parking lot of this place I used to work at. Just maybe write Burley on the side because they won't know who that is. And fucking snap some pictures for the internet and go home.
That's funny.
What about you?
You know,
I don't want to get anything. I don't want to do anything that, in all honesty, I don't want to do anything to get me arrested day one of being rich. That would suck.
yeah, I mean, if all right, so what if not getting arrested? Like, what if you wouldn't get arrested? Whatever you did, because rich people don't really get arrested, right? They get arrested.
Well, I mean,
but
then I'm throwing a Diddy party. Easy, easy, dude. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Bur Diddy.
Yeah, are you telling me a B Diddy party wouldn't be awesome?
Just meth everywhere.
Yeah, dude.
We're just a Hitler.
Hi, Hitler. Fucking everybody has to. You remember whenever you would take a pencil and do this or that? But you got to do that with like a little short piece of licorice.
You just wouldn't let anyone. And you wouldn't let anyone in the party unless they had blonde hair, blue eyes.
Dude, I mean, instead of Amazing Race, it's the Master Race. We're just doing shit like that. We're just having fun here at a B Diddy party.
I mean, if I wasn't going to get arrested, I would walk into a GameStop I used to work at, and I would take a shit on the floor.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like what? Like I wouldn't say anything to anyone because I don't know anyone that works there anymore.
Do you think you could? Honestly.
It depends on what type.
Even if you were just drinking X-Lax for 3 days straight, do you think you'd go in there and shit on command?
100%, because there's no when you have a bubbly gut like me and fucking Euban have, there's no control in it, bro. Like I would be able to. It wouldn't be. I mean, they would have to get a cleanup like a hazmat crew because it's going everywhere. It's not like this cute little like dog shit. It's like a oh my god, it looks like I murdered someone, but it's poop.
See,
You know?
but I am wondering here. I mean, you know how they say like your brain will not allow you to bite your own finger off. I'm wondering if that's one of those situations. Like, I wonder if my brain would allow me to shit in public, you know, with people watching.
Yeah, I don't know.
I get the idea of it, but I'm trying to think like, I don't know that I could do that. I really want to know if you could, but you said you got the BGs. So fucking.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not a fact of if. I mean, it's when. It's when. I've basically shit my pants in many spots by accident. You know?
Oh, let me tell you, dude. Let me tell you something. So I've been doing gay things lately. Let me tell you.
If you say something about picking pumpkins, I'm out.
I just learned that. No, I've been doing gay shit. I've been jogging.
Oh God.
Okay, listen. Something about jogging makes you have to shit. You cannot trust a fart while jogging, sir. Because something about it shakes it up and just turns it into a shake in there, dude.
You're like a shaker bottle?
Dude, it is. I'm telling you, it just breaks everything solid that's in you. It turns into a liquid. And so whenever I finally make it back to the house, I'm like, just like, dude, because I almost shit myself on the trail. So I went to go for a fart and went, oh, that's a little warmer than I thought. Left a little spot like this in my undies.
That's the worst, dude.
But yeah. So I guess, I mean, this is what it's like to be a gay dude. You're just leaking liquid out of your butt.
What's the worst instance of you shitting your pants? Like have you ever shit your
video.
pants? The fact that you had that loaded is hilarious.
It's the worst. It's the worst. I was in the I wasn't even in the new release section. I was like in the middle area where it's like a little bit older movies. I was in the action section. I remember this specifically. Wood Forest Road in Texas, Houston. Yeah, dude, trusted fart just filled him up. Now, I don't know if you remember this. I know Blockbuster a long time ago. Do you remember there being a public bathroom there?
It depends. I think mine had one that you had to ask, and they had a key and they had like a giant rental box attached to it, so you couldn't leave with the key or something.
So everybody knew where you were going?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was mine too. Except I had poo all in my pants.
We
Luckily,
talking solid, like all right, if we talking a 0 to 10 in solidity.
dude, it was water, dude. I pissed from my anus. All right? It was,
What precipitated this? Did you eat like Taco Bell?
dude, there was no telling. I was a little drug addict, fucking early 20-year-old dude. Fucking,
Jesus Christ!
I had everything. It was in my body.
He had heroin butt.
And dude, I tell you what, I mean, I remember like, it's not like I pushed for a long time. I was just waiting for a little, and that's about how long I pushed for. But you know how much can come out in that little, you know how much can come out? I do. Fucking, this is pre-me undies. So this is Fruit of the Loom's not soaking up shit.
Oh.
So
Did you ruin a pair of jeans?
I was in my N1s.
You were wearing shorts.
Basketball shorts.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh.
So
Oh.
I make it in there. It's terrible. There's one of my legs is in my sock. Okay. One of my legs is in my sock. I have chocolate sock. That's the name of the episode. But I fucking it's bad, dude. And write that down.
Chocolate sock.
Fucking I undressed fully 100%. Chunk the socks.
Bro, hold on. Just before you get into this. If anyone ever has anything that says like if you've ever played like would you ever, have you ever, or whatever, if you say have you ever been naked in a Blockbuster, you gotta be like the sole person. And if someone says it and you're like,
me too.
you know.
Dude, it was bad. So I take off the one sock that had poo on it, chunk it immediately. Other sock turns into a wiping tool to wipe up my leg as it's running down said leg. Dude, it's a rough time. I take the underwear. Those are never being worn again. They don't even leave that bathroom. Those underwear, somebody found those underwear in the back behind the toilet of that bathroom. Oh, they know it was me. For sure, they know it was me. Some frantic fucking chubby kid walks up. I need to get to the bathroom now, please. I didn't know. I know it's not for public, but I just need it now. Oh man. So yeah, I chunk them behind the fucking toilet. I put my basketball shorts in the sink. They start doing the with the soap. Just try to. I just needed my whole plan was not to clean. I wasn't. I just needed to get out of the store without being noticed. That was the whole thing. And
people saw you.
And not
people
get poop in my 1994 Ford Explorer Eddie Bauer edition. This is Eddie Bauer, dude. And yeah, so I got not much happened after that. I just got dressed and kind of went out of there. No socks, no underwear. And those are those times where I wish I had a giant. I wish I had a big old giant penis so they could have seen it through my N1 shorts. But I did not.
They're wondering if you're trans.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was so scared. It was like, you know, sometimes your dick goes in you. That was that.
They're like, where's this guy's dick?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was one of the first transitioners. Speaking of which, do you know why like the people that ride bikes wear like those little tight suits?
Why?
Because the position you're in, sitting on the seat for long distances, it causes less blood flow to your genitals, and it can fuck up your dick and balls.
What?
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I heard that. I don't know if that's true, but it makes a lot of sense. Think about it. Like, when was the last time you rode a bike, or even like the elliptical bike or whatever? Not the elliptical. You know what I'm talking about, the sit still bike.
So funny you say that. I actually a couple years ago bought one of it's. I bought a knockoff Peloton bike.
Okay, so you understand what I'm saying, though. You think it's extra? I mean, even sitting the way I am right now, how are you feeling? How you feeling down there? Dig is damn near non-existent current state.
Oh, it's resting on my balls.
Yeah, it's just mine is like almost in me.
It's like a love sack.
It's almost like a love in sack. Me. At least you can see yours. Mine has retracted for safety. Stay away from whatever's going on out here.
Hey, you get a hermit dick. There's nothing wrong with that. He comes out when he needs to.
The Herme. I call him Herme. Little Herme. Suck Herme. That's what I'm going to do.
The name of the episode.
Suck Herme. Yeah, I'm going to say that next time to my wife. Hey. Psst, psst. Psst, psst, psst. Suck Herme. I want to see her face.
Tell me what she says.
Oh, please. For sure, dude. I'm really bad with like impulse control. I should sit on this and like wait till the weekend where there's a possibility this plays out in a nice way. But I know me. I'm gonna call her in as soon as I hang up with you and be like, "Hey, suck Herme."
Immediately, and she's gonna walk out. She's gonna walk.
I need to play the long game on this one. All right.
We need to play this out to completion, okay?
Yeah, we need.
But no,
word.
Dude, those bikes, dude. I think I've rode that bike upstairs 4 times, and I've paid $35 a month for the stupid fucking program on it.
The gooch.
It hurts your asshole.
It's the gooch. Yeah.
But I bought a fucking 1-inch like seat. It still hurts your asshole. There's no way around it. So I'm like, I spent $1,400, and I'm still paying $30 a month for the program.
And that's the knockoff price?
Yes.
The fuck? Yuck.
That's look, disgusting. It's a nice bike. It works well. It just hurts my fucking asshole. And like if you're on there for more than 10 minutes, like
you don't live in a bad neighborhood, do you?
Yeah.
Buy a bike.
It's one of those things where I'm like, all right, it's they've got like pretty cool because it has a giant screen, you know. So it's one of those things where I could do different types of exercises because like
can you watch Netflix on it?
No, it's only
I don't want some black guy screaming at me with his giant dick hanging over the fucking horn of the fucking seat. You know?
It's mostly gay guys.
Well, yeah, that's the ones that want me, dude. Look at me. Look at me. I'm Captain Herme over here, dude.
Fucking Herme.
Horny Herme over here, dude. Let's go.
And just so you know, I already have a whole idea. Where I was talking with Matt earlier today because he was thinking maybe the D&D thing for Body Wrong could be like a once a week occurrence here and there.
That was my idea. Fuck everybody who says that should be. I said that. I said we should do it once a month.
Yeah, I told him I'm like once a month would be great, and I was like I already have an idea of what we would do next. I already know exactly what would happen.
Yeah, don't say me. Don't say it now.
No.
Don't say it. I want to do it. Yeah, I want to do it. That was the greatest idea you've ever had. That sounded ruder than it meant to be. You know what I meant? You know what I meant. Fucking that shit
ruled. It's to me, bro. I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what would be really funny? If we went to Diddy's mansion right now as a group.
Dude, that shit was great. And like we all got locked in pretty fucking fast.
I knew you'd fucking love it, dude. Out of everyone, I'm like, all right, I know 100 because me and you are on the same wavelength. I'm like, Burley's gonna love this shit.
I'm all in. If we wanted to change the show to just that, I was like, fuck it, let's go. I would do that every week.
I said this to Matt too, and I'm like, look, the big thing though is we need like for you guys to care. You have to have ownership of your characters. I created all your characters because it was just a spur of the moment thing. When you care about your characters, it's a totally different thing. Right, because you created them, you know, it's a little different.
Yeah, but aren't you supposed to give us weaknesses? Like you give yourself weaknesses and strengths and shit like that. And
No, you just roll for all your stats, and then
I don't know how any of this shit
stats
works.
are your stats are your stats. Like for us, I think that's like the wrong way to go. We don't want to do the nerdy thing, right? We want to like have fun with it and do like our thing, which is just take a super fucking ridiculous situation and make it more ridiculous.
I want my guy to have like the power of Jesus. Like he can perform some miracles, but he can also take a beating. You know, just like he's like, I could take a fucking punch.
Yeah, it all worked out pretty hilariously. I was pleasantly surprised where we ended up. But like, dude, that's like, I mean, you could do a whole campaign like that. We could probably spend hours, literally hours.
I mean, we
spent a whole hour in the. We didn't even make it to anywhere else.
And this is what people. Dude, maybe these nerds are on to something, dude. Because that's pretty fucking fun.
Well, they do it a little bit more gayer. You know, you're an elf and you're shooting magical arrows.
I would have blast being an elf, but it would be like a big dick elf, something like that. Just
the biggest ears of all the elves.
The biggest dick, the biggest ears. Oh, this arrows? No, it's my giant cock.
The best cock of all elven time.
Donald J. Troll is my name.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, it was fun, dude. It was more fun than I thought I was gonna have because I've never done the dungeon master thing. I've always been on the other side.
Oh, dude, I was telling somebody about. I was like, dude, I would crush a dungeon master. I would love that shit.
Me and Matt were talking, and I'm like, we could even all switch. And he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think out of all of us, it's gonna be you and Burley that would have the best imagination for that. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right.
We are some silly gooses.
We got some fucked up imaginations. That's for damn sure.
We got 8 minutes left. Are we gonna talk about this goddamn hippo?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, what did you post? You're out on what the fuck's his name? Moo Deng.
Moo Deng, dude.
Moo Deng, whatever.
Moo Deng.
Tasha's obsessed with him.
Dude, I posted something about the thing, and she's like, "Holy shit, me too." So that's how.
I'm like upstairs taking a shit, and I get 3 videos back to back, and it's all this fucking hippo from her. She's like, "Did you see my videos?" I'm like, "Yes, I watched every single one." He reminds us of our dog Captain. Like that's Captain.
Oh, he's my spirit. It's a girl or a guy? I don't know. It's my spirit animal.
Who knows?
I showed it to my kid. My kid's like, "Can we have a hippo?" I was like, "Yeah, I think we can," for like about 6 months. And then they just become murderous beasts. Like they will kill everybody in here.
Aren't they like? I forget who said this. I don't know if it was T Dog or not, but they're like they're awful. Like they kill a lot of fucking people.
Bro, look up which animal kills the most people in Africa.
Yeah, it's hippos, right?
It's right underneath mosquitoes, dude. It's fucking crazy. It's mosquitoes and then goddamn hippos, dude. There should be more things in the gap there. No. Imagine putting your little fucking fruit basket on your head trying to get water at the fucking local fucking shithole, and then all of a sudden hungry hippos just on your fucking head. Have you ever seen a video of a fucking hippo killing somebody?
No.
See what I can do here.
He's going to the dark web. They're deceptively fast.
They're crazy fast, dude. You ain't outrunning one. Let's see here. Hippo attacks and kills. Oh, you know what? Fuck this shit. I have the funniest thing to tell you about. I keep forgetting to tell you about that. This is a true story. That night that we did the draft and we all got hammered.
Yeah.
Right. Old Fireball night. By the way, done with brown booze.
You drank everything.
Yeah, I'm done with brown booze. If I drink brown booze, I go and pick a fight with my wife immediately. Like I woke her up just to fight with her. No reason at all. I'm an idiot. So anyways, I get so angry I go fucking take a walk. Right? So
a 2-mile walk, if I remember correctly.
Oh, do you remember this part? Okay, did I tell you about the dog?
No.
Oh, dude, I keep forgetting to tell you about this dog. So this dog's been fucking chasing me for a few weeks. Not since that night. That motherfucker was up at 2 a.m, dude. Whatever time it was, it just started coming at me again. See, I acted like one of those goddamn. Have you ever seen those videos of those swole ass fucking kangaroos where they're just like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that was me in the middle of the street. I'm just like, come on. It didn't come. I was like, I fucking alpha that goddamn dog.
He puffed up and was like, "Fuck you, man."
Yeah. I turned into a goddamn. If there was anybody's Ring cameras, I'd give $1,000 for that footage of me just standing in the middle of the street going, "Hurry." In my head, this is what I look like. I want to know. Yeah, I want to know what drunk me. Because in my head, this is pretty ridiculous. I can't imagine what it really looked like.
What type of dog are we talking about? Like a Doberman?
It looks, if I'm being honest, it looks like a Harrier Husky. All white.
Okay. All right.
All white. It looks like longer haired Husky. So it's a Husky mixed with something, but it's all white. So one of those dogs that kind of looks like a wolf at 2 a.m. when you've had a few. So you're just like,
yeah, we need this footage. Someone on the internet find us.
I think about it every time I go for cardio. I think about it. And I'm like, I gotta tell Rob about this. And I keep forgetting to tell you about it. So I'm glad I got that out.
That is actually hilarious. That's fucking great. I can only imagine you're probably like, yeah, swole. Dude, in reality, you're like,
in my head, I was like, this is my Leonardo DiCaprio moment, and I'm standing up to a bear.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, I was in the Revenant that night, dude. And I fucking
Jesus
beat it, dude.
Christ, that is hilarious. Oh my god.
God damn it! All right, yeah, fuck that hippo. That story was neat. That needed to be told, dude. For the masses. Fucking. All right, let's wrap it up. Everybody go to the goddamn Patreon.
Go to the Patreon, bitches.
Nothing's going on there.
We got somebody.
There's a person there.
We don't know who.
We need. Yeah, that was a real bummer. I don't even want to know if you join.
Tell us who you are.
I want to see the number go from 1 to another number. Okay, and not 0. Not 0.
I promise it won't be me.
Yeah, zero's not a number. But yeah, it's www. Why would I say that? Nobody says that.
Yeah, that's a boomer thing.
That was gay. That was gay.
Gay.
Right. Hit him with it, Max. Go.
You can find me on Drink O'Clock Pod on all socials. Drink O'Clock Podcast. Anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can go to my website, drinkoclock.beer. I thought it was clever. Maybe I am sometimes.
Yar. Like a pirate, dude. Yar.
Yar. Yar.
We got to figure out SEO, dude, because whenever I type in Rage and Pillage Podcast, we're way down the list. We're at the bottom. RageandPillage.com. That's where you go to find us. Yeah, we're way down here, dude. Apple's first.
On mine, we're number 1. Oh, yeah, Apple.
SEO quiz. Wait, do you use Chrome?
Yeah.
The website does look sick. And I believe that the Patreon link is on there. I'm not sure.
It's at
the bottom.
The
I
bottom.
see it. Yeah, scroll to the bottom. Hit that Patreon link. Fucking do that shit.
Ba-boom.
Bada boom. Is that it? All right.
I'm just here, bro.
Peace out, faggots.
Later, bitches.